served on the board of directors for a number of years because I've been a realtor for 37 years as a full-time realtor, not part-time. We went through the good, we went through the bad. You know, I'm also the founder of the Miami Gardens Neighborhood Watch Umbrella Group. In Miami Gardens, we have 9 different crime watch or neighborhood watch organization. Goes back as far as the oldest one is entering the 20th year in so doing. However, after a while, they were getting burnt out. And about 3 years ago, or 4 years in fact, ago, me going to the various crime watch, when I go there, I'm like the eyes and ears for most of the organization, to the extent that even when the sitting council person are there, they will defer to me when the question is asked to answer the question, because I am engaged in the community at all different levels. So they were getting burnt out, and there was no subvention coming from the city, and the city utilized them for, again, the eyes and ears. So what I was able to do was to go forward to the city manager and ask him for some soft donation or sponsorship to them. So as a result of that, the last 3 years, each one got $1,000 each. But that was not enough. Going forward in terms of our crime situation and public safety, last year my thought was we need to do something and elevate the board. Understanding the fact that we had our outgoing senator who was ranking, which is Senator Arthur Vernon. We had Sharon Pritchett, who is running for mayor, outgoing. So we had the strength in terms of representation of the city of Miami Gardens in Tallahassee. So what I was able to do to the organization is to come together and say, listen, we need to have an umbrella group. And in that formation of that umbrella group, you know, we approached the state representatives, which is 3 representing Miami Gardens, and the senator, and put forward an appropriation request, which will cover 2,000 ring cameras, in fact, which will be given to our seniors in the city, to get our differently abled and some of the victims of crime, to help in terms of assisting the police department in the solving of crime. And I say solving of crime because my belief in terms of the use that is customarily, the use in fact customers say fight crime. Fighting crime to me is an oxymoron, you know, because you're bringing violence to a situation that you are looking to do something. Because what's a fight? A fight is not something good. So I say to solve crime rather than to fight crime. So our intent is to assist the police department. In addition to that, we also requested 1,500 of signs that will be posted, saturate the whole city as neighborhood watch, and letting you know that any bad person that come in, that you are under surveillance by our community. We are still waiting on the governor to approve the budget. I don't know if he's going to veto it or not, but I know the senator felt strongly that we are able to bring that home. In addition to that, as part of UPAC and again, board of director, about 6 years ago, came up with the idea we need to elevate our organization and lobby our legislators for what we believe in, good bills, bad bills, what we're against, etc. As a result of that, we started with 1 bus. Now we have 2 buses for the last 3 years that we take to Tallahassee. But not only take to Tallahassee, what I do, and Pat is on my right, left, upward, backward, everything, my right hand, go to Diane and come into this, because she and I, who labor in terms of love to make this happen, well, we go through over 2,000 proposed bills coming out from the House and the Senate, and prepare what we call a position paper in what we support, what we don't support. We were an integral part of Amendment 4 in going forward. This year, I don't recall what our main sources, but the bottom line is that we distribute this position paper to 120 state reps and our 40 senators. That's all part of what it is. I've also been a past chair of the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. I recall when they were first bringing it into Miami Gardens, and a friend of mine who was then the city manager over at Opa-locka, never knew that his daughter at that time was 7 years old and had cancer in the leg. And as he said, the option that was given was to amputate the leg. That's Mr. Brown, his daughter Bria Brown. And when they came to us and looking to join the Relay for Life, It was only 2 weeks ago, but like everything that happened in the city of Miami Gardens and our organization, people come forward there in order to disseminate the information. And when I heard the passion as to the why, that he was given that option, and he said he couldn't do that to his daughter. So there was at the University of Florida, this doctor who was experimenting and put a prosthesis bone in the leg. And each year she has to go back and stretch that leg to keep the length of the other leg. And the passion of that caught me. So I said, and he said, well, I just come to tell you guys because it's only 2 weeks ago before the event took place. And I said to the commissioner, we ought to do something. I said, Francis, if you're going to take the lead, we will jump on you. And with that is what I said, listen, as long as we have hours in the day, we have minutes in those hours, we have seconds in those minutes, we got time. And we were able to raise $20,000 within 2 weeks in order to support the American Cancer Relay for Life. This is all part in terms of what I do. And I'm also the District 1 representative for the Miami-Dade County School Board Bond Advisory Committee for the $1.2 billion bond. I was appointed by Dr. Steve Garland. I'm in my second, either second or third term, I don't recall. I just do so many that I don't recall how many years I've been here. It's all part in terms of what I have done. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we had the passing of Senator Gwen Margolis. I was a student of hers when we did the Graduate of the Good Government Initiative workshop through the University of Miami, which that was part of her project. I did that back, I think it was 2013, when I did that. At the same time, I did with the Miami Gardens Citizen Advisory program, went through, understand how the integral part of the city works. This is all part of doing, and folks, if you allow me to speak, I will go on forever because there's quite a lot of involvement over the years. And I just feel in terms of that, let me elevate my situation, because when I speak, and I speak on behalf, even for the North Corridor, I shadow the Florida Department of Transportation to ensure that we get the follow through in terms of the record of decision for the trains coming up 27th Avenue. Why is that important? Because from the county smart plan, the only route that offer for regional transportation is the North Corridor. If we can get Broward and Palm Beach to buy into what is being done, then a job opportunity in Palm Beach that can take a train 45 minutes to get there is equivalent to getting a job downtown Miami, leaving from Miami Gardens, and you're stuck on the 95 for 2 hours, or I have to pay $10 or $12, which I've paid to get down there in a timely manner by utilizing the HOV lane. So these are all part of what I'm doing, and I'm doing just as citizen Francis Ragoo. It might be good to even do more as saying I am the city council representative for seat 5 and open a greater door in order to do my public service. I don't consider myself a politician. I consider myself a public servant, and that I wish to continue by doing more.